Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke.
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second time tonight that asshole's cut in.
All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It's time for another edition of State of the Atmosphere. Tonight, we're going to talk a little Sydney Sweeney. She made a little commotion with a picture she put on Instagram this week. We're going to talk Rebel Moon, if we gotta. And we're actually going to finish our breakdown of Fallout. We're going to finish that review. So you guys take it easy and buckle up for State of the Atmosphere. Right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. Let's get started with State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and it's good to see you. It's been a fun week so far. Getting ready for the New Orleans trip. I'll tell you all about that later on during the show. But for right now, let's take a look at who's riding along shotgun tonight. Knock is here, as always. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, doing pretty good. Yeah, it's the middle of the week, and well, I got a short day tomorrow. I'm taking Friday off because we got a little event tomorrow.
Yes, we do, man. We'll talk about that later on, too. I'm calling it the Great Quarterback Scramble of 2024. We're talking about the NFL Draft. If you guys enjoy our football content, this is kind of the kickoff to the season for us, really. We had a hell of a show last year. John Das Wolfen was our guy on the ground there in Kansas City, and we did 5+ hours of content last year, and had a ball doing it. And we're going to start off an hour beforehand, like we did last time, and it should be a fun night. I know. I always enjoy it, man. It's good, cool to see where these guys start at. Really,
Yeah, and it's an event that could easily be done in an hour, but they spread out so long because
they got to tell everybody stories, and you got to remember in the first round they do give them 15 minutes between the picks. So remember how floored we were about Houston's wheeling and dealing last year, right? It was something to see, man. They built we didn't know how good that team was going to be out the gate, but and they ended up making some noise last year. But we'll talk about that later on. Also along board is Jed Revenue.
Hey, everybody. Hey,
what's going on?
Rhonda's like, hey, that's a great looking shirt you have there.
Yeah, I'll show it off here in a minute. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to all that.
Yeah, hey, I'm doing good.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Let's see who's in the chat. Of course, we all know who the first guy always is in here. And if you don't know his name by now, I mean, you should.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim's the first one in tonight. He's in rare
Family
form
show.
already.
Where did you get that from?
Yes, Sydney Sweeney fun bags. Yes. Let's see who else is in there. Well, the lovely Foxy, who made this shirt. Okay,
Mhm.
all right, here we go. I guess you guys aren't gonna let me get away without showing this thing. Hang on.
No.
Hey, there's that. That's a great looking shirt you have there. Yeah, that's because a gorgeous chick that I know made it for me. Hang on one second. Let me go ahead and go full screen. And I'll show
Who
you
would
guys
that
the shirt.
be, Joe?
That would be the Foxy one, man. This is for the meetup we're going to have in New Orleans on Tuesday. Vinyl, meaning Vinyl Revival. That's Christian DeLorme's channel. And then Atmosfere from Joe's Atmosfere. It's Vinyl Atmosfere Meetup, New Orleans, 2024. And I made this up last night, and Rhonda made the shirt, and she's making shirts for all four of us.
Awesome.
And we're getting together in several places in New Orleans. So if you guys are in the New Orleans area on Tuesday, the last day of the month, on the 30th, just follow my community tab on the channel and follow my X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And Facebook, and we'll have plenty of pictures up. You'll see where we're at. And if you're in the New Orleans area, come say hi. I might have some of the some keychains with this on it and some stickers, something like that. Yeah. So it's not a big Friday Night Tights type meetup. It's just me and Christian running around New Orleans. He's on a I think it's an anniversary trip for him, and it's pretty close to our anniversary. Our anniversary is the 16th of May. Yeah. So we hadn't been down in New Orleans in a couple of years, and we try to go every 2 years. So we're going to be all over that town that day. I know for sure the World War II Museum, which I hear is great down there.
Yeah, I have
we're gonna go
several
that,
friends have been down there, and I haven't been that way in a long time. So that's one of my friends from Twitch right there. So
yeah. Okay, cool. It's good to see you, man. What's going on? Son of Jev. That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah. But anyway, so let's get to what this show's about tonight. And this is the pop culture show. This is, as Knock likes to say, this is the hump day show. This is how you know that the week is mostly gone. You've only got 2 days left, So, but anyway, we always like to start with the numbers, the box office numbers. Let me go ahead and share this real quick.
Yeah, I saw an article today that this was the worst showing for the weekend and for the year.
Yep.
Yeah, I imagine so, man. It's pretty bad. I saw this article here, and I wanted to share this before we look at the numbers. It says Henry Cavill's new action movie has slow start at the box office. That is an understatement. It really is. But could still be a hit. It only made $8.7 million this weekend, and when you look at these numbers, nobody went to the movies. Look, number one was Civil War. Still, people are going to see that piece of crap.
Why are people going to see that piece of shit?
But
they don't know.
Not many.
They don't know.
It's
garbage.
They don't.
That's the reason why we were talking about it all last
right.
week.
Oh yeah,
but
most misleading title ever.
Yeah,
get the word out there that it is a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's definitely it lost 50%, more than 50% of its earnings, which puts it at what, 44 million. I can't believe it made that much money. Good Lord. Abigail is second, and look at this. The Ministry of Gentlemanly Warfare was all the way down to 4 in its first week. Godzilla vs. Kong did better than that one. That's intriguing to me. I don't really understand. And then you got Spy.
What's further
Family
down
Code
the
White.
list? So
what's that?
What's further down the list?
Oh, what you so concerned with that for? It's all
I just want to see.
It's all right. R2D2. Kung Fu Panda 4, Ghostbusters, Dune 2,
Ghostbusters,
it's all
Frozen,
stuff that's been out for a while.
Empire, yeah.
But look at these numbers, man. The number one movie only made $11 million.
Yeah.
Knock, you said that you saw an article where it said that this was the worst box office. Come on, bro.
I'm turning it.
You're
down.
killing me with that. Yeah. What did the article say now?
I mean, it was just the title. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
actually. I was like, there's not much to watch anyways. So I don't. There was nothing I wanted to see. I mean, there's a couple movies I'm kind of interested in.
Yeah.
But I mean, the main one is during the summer. So
Yeah. Well, we're gonna look at the trailer that dropped this week for that here in a little bit. And yeah, it's looking good.
Mhm.
But we'll talk about it when we get there. But I just don't know how it's going to help, man. I'm hoping it reboots everything. That would be great.
Yeah,
but then you'd need to change total direction, and have all the writers change direction with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we don't know if Disney gonna do that because they're a piece of shit.
Okay, terrorist. So anyway, let's see. I wanted to show this one too. You said you watched this one just recently, Knock Argyle, and they had an article here. Henry Cavill's spy movie becomes streaming hit after it only made 96 million in the box office blip. Yeah, it says here it has become a hit on streaming after earning 95.5 million during its theatrical run. The movie cost Apple 200 million and features an impressive cast, but earned poor reviews and drew criticism for its abundance of twists and overlong runtime, and its failure continues a disappointing career trend for Cavill. I think they're overblowing this. I don't think anybody went to see that movie because they knew really he's not the main character of the movie.
he's not.
They made it pretty. They made it pretty plain in the trailer when you saw it that he wasn't the main thrust of the movie. It was the
here's
girl.
this thing. I have Roku, and I'm been getting advertisements for that, and he's front and center. So they're doing misleading advertisement on this.
Well,
like,
maybe on television they are, but I'm telling you, the trailer, it was obvious he wasn't the main character.
Because I saw the trailer, and I was like, yeah, this is bullshit.
But the one that really surprises me is Ungentlemanly Warfare, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It was fourth in its opening weekend. That's bad, and that's a good director too. I like that guy's stuff. I can't remember the director's name. Let me look that up real quick on IMDb real fast. I believe. I mean, this guy has made. I know Snatch is one of his movies, which I love.
Snatch is an awesome movie.
He made the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr. in them. He's a really good director. Let's see, Sherlock Holmes.
I'll tell you what. In looking at theaters, I'm looking at the list now. I mean,
yeah, it's Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie's the director, and
wait, Guy Ritchie film Bond?
Guy Ritchie did that movie. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
Didn't he do Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels too?
I don't know. I don't know about that. But go ahead, Knock. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was just saying. I was looking over the May stuff, and there's some decent movies coming out. Especially, I am kind of interested in seeing that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Furiosa. I did my homework. I'm all caught up.
You're all caught up on Mad Max.
Yeah, I'm caught up on Mad Max. I can kind of see that they were like, okay, we don't want to do Mad Max anymore. We just want Furiosa. But so that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
pivoted to her, not Mad Max.
Well, this is the tendency right now in these franchises, and yes, I just double checked it. It is a Guy Ritchie movie. This one that just bombed. So what? But then again, we don't know if it's a bomb yet or not. If it's a good movie, then it may get word of mouth and build. I mean, that happened with the Godzilla movie from Japan. Everybody saw it and just loved it, and all of a sudden, people went in droves to see it. It made a bunch of money. So,
and looking at what's coming out, there's nothing really. Next weekend is Challengers, so that's that.
Oh my God,
Zendaya, who has the same attitude in every single movie.
If you thought you had Zendaya overload already, then we got this movie where she's like laying half of the roster of professional tennis players or something.
She was from what I understand, a little of the story, she was a tennis player, the really good one, kind of one of the best of the best, and then she got hurt.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't
now
this the one where she's taking on two guys at the same time?
Yeah, the one we've seen for
We were like joking about it.
I've seen the
months
clip
back.
so much that I thought the movie had been out forever ago.
Right? It's like they're
Like-
trying to pound her down our throat, man. I'm like,
Well, the guys
wow.
were pounding it down her throat, so
Oh,
you know.
But
I mean, yeah.
you know, yeah. I mean, there's certain people they just put in everything, and she seems to be the flavor of the month. She has, or of the year, last couple of years. I mean, they
Well,
made her
Spider-Man
MJ in the
helped
Spider-Man
I mean,
movies.
yeah, and I don't mind her, but I mean, she has. I need to
She
see-
plays the same person in
yeah,
every
it's the
movie.
same
though.
one.
She's the activist. She's the protester in every
she's
show.
The
even
Liam,
Doom.
she's the Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
as a
right.
woman.
I will find you.
I will
Do
find
you hear me?
I have
That's
a
it.
particular set of skills.
Oh man,
I just forgot them
unbelievable.
for this movie.
Hey, Martin
That's just
showed up
crazy.
down there, Joe.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
There we go. What's up, Martin? Good to see you, bro. Good to see
What's
you.
up, brother?
We're just talking about how sad this current roster of movies is, and how we've got some good stuff coming, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Well,
We got some.
let's get through these articles I've got here.
Mhm.
Well, and you may think this is all about girl power tonight, but there really wasn't much going on in the pop culture news. I mean, nobody's going to the movies.
Yeah.
But really, I think everybody's staying home and watching Fallout. That's what
Yeah,
I
I'm
think is going on.
I'm literally gonna
Oh,
have to
man.
dig some other stuff.
Yeah,
up for the
we get to
bonus.
talk about it too.
Yes,
The whole
Yeah.
thing.
Absolutely. Okay,
Even
but the first one we probably don't want to talk about, but I do have to show this because it's culturally relevant. Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets Department sets record with
Oh,
1
fuck's
billion
sakes.
Spotify streams in the first week of release. This chick is, this is. I mean,
Wait,
it seems
who?
like every generation amps up what the bar is, and this
What-
chick is setting all
Did she
kinds of
dump the
records.
guy from football already?
Oh yeah, she's
No,
still
no,
with
no,
him.
no, 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 no,
She's still
no.
with
This,
him.
yeah,
Okay.
this is songs she's written in the past,
Oh, okay.
and this is a chapter before that. Her
Okay, I was like, wait, did she dump this motherfucker
This is before.
yet?
This is stuff before. Yeah.
Okay.
This has definitely nothing to do with.
Okay,
Correct.
because she's gonna make songs.
She
not
hasn't
when
written
she
those
comes.
songs yet.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, those are coming
Yet.
now. I mean, the last one that was like this was Britney, and she shattered everything that Michael Jackson had been doing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it's amazing. But then again, we got to remember that the amount of money they make, of course, it's going to be higher and higher because things cost more as time goes on. But 1 billion Spotify streams in the first week, that's crazy. That is crazy numbers, boys and girls. This girl is very, very popular. Martin Acosta says, dude, the whole planet is broke and going to the movies ain't cheap. Yeah, that's true.
That's
You're right
what
about
they
that.
want you. You will own nothing and you will be happy.
Nah. I'm you know me, I'm glass half full on that. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
turn
know.
it around. We're gonna turn it around. I have a feeling.
I
But
know.
I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about Sydney Sweeney. She put up some stuff on Instagram this week that was pretty wild. I mean, it was just her regular weekly drop of photographs. friggin' celebrities do this all the time. They'll dump a bunch of pictures, and she's taking pictures in the with the dog and everything, right? She's dancing on the beach, and, having a lot of fun and everything. Got some Polaroids going on, right? More pictures of the dog. This is something all celebrities do, right?
Yeah.
She's partying with her friends, and apparently she's very flexible. I don't know if that's
let's add that to the list.
I don't know if that's
good qualities.
some kind of twister mat that they're on there or something.
You
But
know,
but this next one, went viral on the internet. You can read it yourself. Sorry for having a great tatas, I will say. I'm not a fan of blondes myself, but I'm becoming a fan of this young lady right here because she seems to me to be like a female Ryan Reynolds. She really just doesn't care and it's just gonna have a good time no matter what
Okay,
she's doing.
Martin, that producer is jealous as fuck because she's like a senile old fossil. Okay,
Who's that?
The
How
chick
could the
that ripped on
producer
her?
say that Sydney is not beautiful? Producer of what? What am I
She
missing
was the
here?
producer of like
Whatever
Father
movies.
of the Bride and some other stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
and this is a woman that said this.
Yeah, she's a woman. She's an
Well,
old
she's
fossil.
obviously jealous.
Yeah, she's jealous as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. She's obviously jealous.
She went a hardcore rant about her, and they're like, "What does she do? I saw that movie that she came out with. She didn't do anything in the movie. She has no charisma. She has no nothing. Everybody talks about her tits and her body."
Oh,
like,
man.
and I'm like, "You a jealous bitch?"
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's crazy, man. What do you got there, Knock? What do you got for me?
Well, I was trying to find a video before you moved on from Taylor Swift, but I missed.
Oh, that's
out.
fine. That's fine.
yeah.
We can always go back to it. What do you got there?
So this is. I was trying to find an actual video that actually shows it, but this is the Taylor Swift jet plane flight plan for this last year. There's actually on X. There's actually tracker. Is Taylor Swift jet tracking, and they show every time she goes on. So approximate flight time 13 minutes on her jet. 13-minute flight, 28 miles, 79 gallons of 443. And it basically shows every single time she flies. And that graph shows she doesn't drive anywhere. She literally goes, to go to the store.
You know how much that girl's worth?
No, she has the money to do it. Clearly, she probably barely even pays for it. It's probably free.
But nobody doesn't have an unlimited supply of money. It ends at some point.
Yeah,
but that was something that I saw this week. I saw a video. It was a full on video of just everything just from 2023 or excuse me 2024 so far. That's what that picture was. That wasn't 2023. That was 2024.
Well, what I think's interesting is look where they're all. Oh, you switched.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I already kicked. Okay. Sorry, you took it off, so I cut it out.
Okay, no problem. But if you remember what it looked like, it's always coming back to Missouri.
Yeah.
That seems to be the central hub. So apparently she must like homeboy.
Doesn't he live there with her or some shit?
I don't know.
Does she live with him?
I don't pay attention to the paparazzi news. I don't
know. It's just because I thought it was a football play. You guys.
But the number one comment was, but I got to have paper straws.
Oh, fuck them and their paper straws.
We're the problem with our plastic straws. That's the real problem here.
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to find that video before you moved over to Sydney Sweeney. Anyways, oh man,
my God, man. Well, the thing about it is, she won me over when she didn't pull any punches on
Saturday Night
Madam Web on Saturday Night Live. Her monologue, she had a joke in there where she said, "Yeah, and you probably didn't see my new movie either. Not many people did." Something like that. It was funny as hell, man. So yeah, she's winning me over. I'm not really a fan of I'm more into brunettes myself, but yeah, I think that kind of person having that kind of fun is a cool thing. We don't have to be prudes 24/7 and have causes, to just stomp our feet 24/7, man. Relax. Take it easy. Make fun of yourself, man.
Chill. Have fun.
And if you want a real treat, you watch Euphoria.
That's what I hear. I had no idea she was in that show. I saw Zendaya was in it, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna. I don't think you're going to see anything Zendaya.
And let's be clear here. I am not a Zendaya hater, but kind of like my favorite wrestler in the WWE is Roman Reigns. Okay. And when he was a good guy and he just left the Shield, they shoved him down the fan's throat.
Oh,
and they turned on
that's
him.
the reason why I hate him now.
They turned on him, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of, she's like a female version of Roman Reigns when it comes to the movies. They're shoving her down our throat. You can't watch anything without this chick being in it. And I like some stuff she's done. I mean, I don't like the fact that she's Mary Jane Watson in the Spider-Man movies. I don't like that, but you know, it kind of her character kind of fits with what they're doing with that show. I mean, they've pretty much race changed everybody around Pete. You know,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, Flash Thompson is he looks like he's maybe Hindi. Is that what I'm seeing? He
Yeah.
looks like he might be Hindi. But
I thought he
you
was
know, he's
Mexican.
a blonde haired physical dude
Yeah.
in the comic books. You know,
White
but,
people bad.
well, you know,
Ginger's bad. Redhead's bad.
yeah. Hang on, I've got something on that. Hang on one
Yeah.
second. Let me get. I dropped it off because I didn't think you guys
And
would
Joe,
know who
you
it
need to
is.
put up
But since you mentioned that, let me pull this up real quick. Hang on.
You need to put up that picture we talk about, but don't let them win about the election.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll get to that in a second. But
Yeah.
you just mentioned something here a second ago, and I want to pull this up. I just dropped it. Hang on.
Okay.
It's something Melanie Mack put up. Did you see this on?
I didn't see.
Oh my god,
I
it's
follow
great,
her,
dude.
but, yeah.
It's great. Melanie
She's
Mack.
been getting a lot of shit for what she's saying lately, too.
Yeah, and I don't understand it. She's just, you know.
Oh, a lot of people are just haters. That's all they are.
Where is Melanie?
Melanie
Mack, where are you? Hang on a second. This may take me a second to find. You guys talk a little bit more about your girl Sydney Sweeney real quick because I've got to find Melanie real quick.
So, Knock, what are the qualities you like in her?
Well, besides the obvious, it's her eyes, man.
It's her eye. It's her eyes.
I said besides the obvious. I said besides the obvious. Her eyes are awesome.
Yep, that's for sure. Let's see. I don't know why I can't find her all of a sudden. Anyway, what it was is she had done something on I think it was TikTok, and it had one of those little signs over her head, and I think it says something to the effect that the way you look, only white guys will like you for eternity or something like that. And she just kind of smiled and said, "Hi, white people, I love you." It was hilarious, man. And I just dropped it because I didn't think you guys would know much about her. But she's a really great chick. She is a devout Christian, but she's not one of those Christians that sits on her hands. She calls people out when they.
Melly Mack does not bullshit.
And she's a video gamer. She loves her. Of course, everybody knows her favorite game is Tomb Raider, and
and I agree with her on a lot of stuff she says about Tomb Raider too.
Yeah, let's see. So basically, when Pee Wee Herman said, "Heard any good jokes lately? So funny, I forgot to laugh." Yeah, no kidding. Sydney Sweeney has huge tracts of land. Yeah, anybody that watches Monty Python knows that joke. Damn, she's got huge tracts of land. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get into her. Let's take a look real quick at her filmography because I'm definitely going to check out some of her stuff. Now it may not be Euphoria, but she produced this movie right here, Immaculate, didn't she? She produced that one, I think.
I don't know. I
think she spent her own money on that movie. Her filmography, that's her newest one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she produced that one. I don't want to.
It's the one where she's the nun.
Right. Yeah, she's a nun in it. And please get
out of the way, J-Lo.
Right, J-Lo, you're in the way.
Wait. E-Clay has a little something to say.
Oh yeah, does he?
Yeah,
Let's see.
Are we talking about?
I still don't understand her obsession with the word faggot. Yeah, he's talking about Melanie Mack.
Okay, I was wondering who he was talking about.
I don't know what the hell that's all about either. That's kind of weird. I don't agree with everything Melanie Mack does, but I'm just glad she's a voice of if you watch a lot of her videos, she talks about the frumping down of video game characters.
Oh yeah, and I understand that too because I call that shit out all the time too.
Yep. But anyone but you, I'm gonna have to check out.
Yeah,
I do like the guy that's in that too. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah, me and Kay are probably gonna watch that soon.
Yeah.
So
she was on Robot Chicken, really? Wow.
She was George Washington, Barbie, Bloody Mary, the Cabbage Patch.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of voice actors in Robot Chicken.
Of course, Euphoria. If you're a Mr. Skin kind of person, that's your show, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of clips apparently in that one. I'm looking to see if there's anything else.
Oh, she was once in.
She's in Once Upon a Time.
What? I need to go back. And
Oh
watch
shit, that's right. She's Snake in it. Yes,
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah,
I don't remember her in that. I
See,
watched that a
PJ?
couple years ago, but
PJ said he gonna head out. So
Who is that?
my
Oh,
buddy,
okay.
PJ.
Well, have a good stream, folks.
He's
Time for me to
he's
head out.
in-
Take care, there, son of Jev. Appreciate you
He's,
coming by, man. Come by more often.
yeah,
We have a
thanks
good
for
time
coming.
around here. Yeah. But yeah,
He's-
I
He's
forgot
over in
she is in
Europe,
that.
so yeah.
Pretty sure Snake is the chick that runs him off.
I need to go watch that.
She's got red hair in that movie. I think she's the one that tries to run him off. You know?
okay, yeah.
No. That's Squeaky. She must be a different one in here. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it too, Knock, and see which one she is.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah.
And watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll do that. What's that meme with Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV?
Right.
There.
Yeah.
There
it is.
He is.
That's it. That's one of my favorite memes now. I
Yeah,
use
PJ
it all
said
the
something
damn
else,
time.
too.
Love it. Let's see.
PJ said-
Errol says, greetings from the hospital. Say hi to the medical staff and
wow.
say it loud enough for them to hear it from my room. I love her to death.
Where's the
but-
meatloaf?
Yeah.
Ah,
Ariel,
where's the
it's
meatloaf?
good to see you. What's going on, young lady? I hope you're getting better.
Get better,
I hate
Aaron.
it you're in the hospital again.
Yeah.
I hate it. I will say prayers for you, young lady. Most definitely say prayers for you.
And
But
then
much like Ariel, I am a big fan of this chick.
yeah.
I'm becoming a bigger fan of this chick by the minute. I really am. I think she's beautiful, but I'm just not much one for blondes. But the attitude is what is turning me around on this girl. She's having a good time. She knows she's young and she's not going to be young forever, and she's having a good time with it. And I can totally appreciate that, man. I wish more people were like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Ariel says, how did the stream finish off last night? Oh, just fine.
We had
Just fine.
fun. Yeah, we had fun.
We went
last
over to Rumble and had a
We
good
just
time.
bullshitted over in Rumble for 2 hours.
She's probably talking about did we have any more? We had a major hiccup last night. And I'm pretty sure it was OBS that was doing it.
We had one at the end where we were down for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, at the end of the YouTube stream, yeah.
Yeah, and then we
Definitely
came back and we were up for I don't know.
And then we went ahead and went over to Rumble, and we matter of fact, we're going to show a couple of the things that we did over there last night. But on Rumble, I didn't have to do the manipulation that I have to do here. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at one of those things. They dropped another trailer for Deadpool. Mm-hmm. And if you guys haven't seen it, we're going to take a look at it and kind of dissect it a little bit.
We have
we will talk about the other one in a minute. Right now, we're on Deadpool.
Okay.
We're on Deadpool.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go ahead and do my magic here. Yeah, I've already.
I'm hyped for the other movie.
I know you
so
are.
Good.
It's going to be okay, Jay. It's going to be okay.
Like,
We're going to talk about it too. All right. Let's make sure I've got all the sound stuff taken care of
for
here.
the other one because you saw him with his sleeves.
Well, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Here we go. This is the newest Deadpool trailer coming out July 26th, the day after my birthday. The best movies always come out the weekend of my birthday. Here we go.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
You can't show it, Joe?
I need you to come with me right now.
I'm sorry?
You can't show it?
I'm an idiot. Yes.
I was wondering if you fucked it up.
This is amazing. You should
Here's
see
the
what he's wearing.
You could have said something way before that.
I was not paying attention. I was looking off screen, and then I heard.
Well, then you need to pay attention, pal.
I was like, Joe, I need to say something here.
Show me some respect. RESPCT right now.
Let's go, Joe. Come on.
Here we go.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Now that's just like the first scene in the first X-Men movie. Right?
They did that on
You're not
purpose.
welcome in my bar, freak, right? Pulled a shotgun on him.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
No, he goes, hi, Peanut.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common.
Wow, man.
Dude, that part, he's like, whiskey dick in the claws, huh?
These guys are going to have a good time with this.
Yeah. And it's not for the money either. They're doing this because they love this.
Yeah.
They don't need money. Like,
what is it, Knock? What'd you say?
Nah.
Oh, go ahead, Knock. Go ahead.
No, I said and for the money, but
Oh, okay.
Well, of course they're doing it for the money, yeah, but they don't really need the money. That's the thing. This is the beautiful thing about it, guys, and it's also kind of the hindrance. They're going to knock this out of the park. You know, Ryan Reynolds is going to have a ball doing this. You've seen 2 of these movies already, and he's born to play this part. And loves playing it, right? But are we going to have that kind of commitment in future MCU
Hope
movies?
so.
I
because they're in contract for 3 more movies after this.
I'm not talking about these. I'm talking about the rest of the universe, bro.
Yeah, I know, and I hope they fix it too. Yeah, so.
I hope they do too, but I just don't know if it's possible.
I don't know
okay,
if it's
let me first bring this back up. Okay, here we go.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
Anybody notice the Fox logo on the ground there?
Yeah, do little frame back up there. You can
20th Century Fox. Yeah.
Let's see. Kick it forward a little
That's
bit more.
them
There
saying,
it is. Oh,
fuck
come
you.
on.
That's close enough. That's close
There
enough.
it is right there.
20th.
There you
20th
go, right
Century.
there. 20th Century Fox.
That's Disney's hilarious way of saying "fuck you, 20th Century Fox."
Why would they say "fuck you"? They own it now.
I know, but you know,
Why
you know
would
how
they say
Disney
fuck you?
I don't
is.
think
Own it
anyone
now.
do.
You know, so
Sometimes I
they
wonder about
hate
the terrorists.
everything they own.
Sometimes I wonder about the thinking patterns of the terrorists. Sometimes I wonder.
they literally they hate shit they own because they put such bullshit.
What is that
out.
on the right side though? On the right screen, that needle.
Oh, that
building.
is fuck.
Are you
that's
talking about this right here?
That's the
Yeah.
spaceship from Captain Marvel right there.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Well, let's continue.
I didn't watch the Easter egg video of this yet.
Yeah, I did. I already watched it.
I
so.
need to.
Not my
X-Force.
fucking problem.
There they are.
said when your world went to shit?
Apparently, he's not with the girl in this one. They've
She's
broken up.
She's in there. I don't know if they're together.
No, I
They're
heard
together.
somewhere in some video that they're not actually together anymore. Like in this
Really?
movie.
Yeah, they are.
That was kind of weird.
But it looks like this is. It looks like it's going to be another one of these multiverse things, and it looks like they may be killing off the Fox universe. Is what it looks like to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. Here we go.
They're merging the Fox universe with Marvel.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Oh no!
By the way, that fight scene right there, the swinging, that's play-by-play is same as the fight with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with Flash. What's his face in that movie?
Flash Thompson.
Yeah,
You
Flash
can actually
Thompson.
hold it. Yeah, you can actually hold them side by side when he's doing the Spidey sense fight in the hallway at the school.
Right.
It's literally the same up until the ball's going in.
Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah,
I
I thought it looked familiar, man, because
Yeah,
I've
it's the
seen
same
I've
thing.
seen that movie 50 million times.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
here we go.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
A lot of F-bombs in this. A lot of F-bombs.
Yeah,
in
this is
this,
like, go fuck yourself.
man. But I like it, man. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes! Right
Yeah,
here.
everybody's freaking out about that right there.
That right
Stay
there.
with
That's
outfit,
how
yeah.
he should look.
I
He
can't
should've-
wait to hear the stories about all the Karens that are going to take their kids to this. And it's like, I thought it
Yes.
was a Marvel movie.
No,
I
he
thought it
should have
was-
looked like Go ahead, knock
Oh, it's going to be
Yeah.
great.
It's
can't
gonna be
wait.
great.
Let's
Yeah.
see what they're saying in the chat real quick. Because guys, during this song, I have to pause it every once in a while because we'll get
Yeah.
popped.
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick.
absolutely.
Let's see. Ariel says, but didn't he have some issues with making the Deadpool movie? I haven't heard
That
about
was the
any.
first one.
No. maybe
That
the
was
first one, but
yeah.
when he knocked it out of the park. Let's see. I think it's just an Easter egg, Jed, talking about that other thing. There's a lot of Easter eggs. I'm fixing to show you one of the funniest ones, and only comic book fans will get it. You would never get it, not
Yeah,
in a million
because
years,
I was
but we're
freaking
going to
out
point it
about
out
it.
to you here in a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's see. I think it's just an yeah, okay. And Eclay says, I didn't like the last Deadpool movie, so this one could go either way for me. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I liked it. I just think the comedy in it's pretty funny. I'll tell you what I did dig about it was the cameos they had with the X-Force, especially Brad Pitt being the invisible guy that got on the fucking electrical lines. That was hilarious when they were jumping in. Let's see, Deadpool's nickname is Balzac, right? But anyway, let me run this forward a little bit more.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you...
Oh, where
you
is
know
it?
Lobo is DC, right?
It must have...
Quit your trolling, Ariel.
Must have... This one must have it cut off. But this sign right here? No, it's further down the street. Hang on.
Yeah, it's further down the street.
There it is right there. Lee Field's Just Feet.
Yeah. I was going through here. I watched this video like 5 times. I was pointing it. Even that Copperhead thing is to Copperhead in Marvel. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But this is the deal. And Knock, you'd never get this because you don't read comic books. Eric Liefeld is a famous guy that drew the mutant books for a while, and he ended up going to Image. But the running joke was he can't draw feet because everybody was always cut off at like the ankles. You never saw their feet.
And Liefeld couldn't draw Captain America either. He drew Captain America with tits. What the fuck, Liefeld?
I think he was okay. He was an okay artist, but he was on the lower end of his contemporaries for sure. Okay, here we go.
Just make it, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man.
That part, I think he was talking to X-23.
Now,
I've heard that rumor as well.
I'm gonna run this back. This is probably. I want you to hush, Jed, so we can hear this. But this is probably the best line of the whole damn trailer, and it's true.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
You were the X-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm a guy that I'm not a Wolverine fan. I am not a Wolverine fan at all. I think he's a narcissistic asshole. He's definitely a loner, but that's what draws a lot of people to him. He's like an anti-hero. And I recognize the fact that everybody loves this guy. And I think that you could argue he is the X-Man in that Fox universe. Without him in the movies, they don't do well. You know what I mean? And definitely. I mean, you remember when that first movie came out, they were like, Tom Cruise needs to play Wolverine because he's so short, right?
Yeah.
But this guy is 6 foot plus, and everybody was bitching about him being too big, but he took that part and made it his own, and I can't imagine anybody else playing him.
It took us 6 or 7 movies just to get this outfit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, let's continue.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Soaking wet right now.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
They're
beating up time cops. I like it. I like it a lot. You ain't pruning him, boy. Nope. Now, who is that?
Pause it. That's Xavier's. That's Xavier's sister.
Okay.
Yeah, Cassandra Nova, I believe I saw.
Yeah, that's Xavier's
no
sister.
clue who that is.
I don't either. I read that earlier today.
Okay, that was actually in the comics, and she died in our reality, but in an alternate reality, she survived. So,
let's see. What are they talking about in here? Yes, I know, but Deadpool's fourth wall, he could bring him in. Yeah.
No, DC would have to approve that.
Talking about Lobo. They wouldn't. I don't think they'd ever do a crossover.
Nah.
But then, can never say never, though, guys. I would have never thought I'd ever see a Alien versus Predator movie either, or a Freddy versus Jason movie. Don't ever say never. I mean, they did it in the comic books. My favorite artist that has ever drawn comic books drew the very first crossovers, Superman versus Spider-Man.
And that was
Ross Andrew, and it was a great book.
I still have that.
let's see, what happened to Wolverine Origins. I would love a buddy movie about X-23 and Negasonic. There you go. Yeah, for sure. I remember
don't
those two
think
in the
they're
comics.
gonna.
Danny
I think
DeVito would have made a great Wolverine. Yeah, when he was young. Yeah, when he was young, he would have. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because that's what he looks like in the comic books. He's barrel chested. He's small. He's like a little fucking Wolverine. That's why they called him that.
But Arab, remember Disney hates money, so
Yeah,
you know.
just think of the money they could make with
They
that
hate
crossover.
money.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
both
here we go.
sides can make it.
Toys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about.
What is the deal with Ant-Man's skull?
Okay, so
Dude.
this is an Ant-Man from another alternate reality that died.
Yeah, I
The
was
what
fixing to
if?
say
The
it's
what
gotta
if?
be.
Yeah.
The what if.
And so
series.
they're okay.
Oh,
you
this is
have-
in What If?
Well, yeah, he grows big, and there's a whole zombie verse that happens.
Okay.
And he grows
Okay.
really big and he gets taken over, and
Yeah.
this looks like that. You can
In
see his teeth
this-
is like rotted away.
This part where they're in, this is from Loki.
Mm-hmm.
This part where they're at, where the thing goes and swallows everything, and everything goes to it. The part where they're at right here is from Loki.
Yeah.
So
you're talking about the end of time there with
Yeah,
the
this-
purple
this is
monster
the-
and all that
this-
shit. Yeah.
where everybody's standing.
Where'd you
this
get that?
is-
Where'd you get that from?
Oh, it was in a thing that
It's
they
in
actually,
here in a minute. You'll see here in
Yeah.
a second. But yeah, okay. I got you. Yeah.
because you have
Big slow motion action
look at it,
sequence.
look at it.
That looked like it was out of friggin' hang on, let
Okay.
me back it up.
Some
that
of that
right there,
was from Captain America, and then some of the other stuff right
that
there.
looks like it's straight out of Fury Road right there.
Yeah, and they put bugs from Captain America and other stuff in there
Yeah.
from alternate timelines and shit. I was going through this and looking at all the Easter eggs.
You crazy, man.
I was like, oh my god, there's Easter eggs galore in this fucking trailer.
Can we enjoy the movie without doing all the homework? Yes, you can. I believe you can on this one. Yes.
But for
absolutely.
geeks like me, I'm just hopping up and down and going, there's this or that.
Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Me
And
and the guys at work always say that shit. Let's fucking go.
Okay,
And then-
so pause it for a second, Joe. That part where Cassandra goes and does that, that was a recreation of when Magneto met him the first time and did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Only she's using telekinesis to do it,
Yeah.
obviously, right?
Mhm.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I saw that one. Okay, here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Damn right. Okay, there you go right there.
I like how they're coming out of the eye.
Yeah, they're coming out of the eye. They're jumping into what looks to be a Doctor Strange portal, right? That's obviously Magician's portal.
Yeah.
And you remember that big smoke monster they were trying to
from
avoid
Loki.
at the first season of Loki at the end of time?
That erases everything. That's
Yeah.
him right there.
It's not
Yeah.
green though. That's kind of weird.
I
Yeah.
know. So
So
that's
maybe it's different colors for different characters. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
So
that's definitely where they're
that
at.
whole place where they're at is Loki.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about
Dude,
I love how they're making jokes about friggin' Disney here. That's great. What were you saying, Knox? Sorry.
this
go
chick
ahead.
right here is killing it this year because she's the
Dude.
overseer in Fallout.
Yep.
And now she's arguably in the best show of 2024.
Yeah.
And she's probably and arguably this could be the best movie of 2024.
You know, it's going to be the biggest movie of the year. It's going to. You know, it's going to make a ton of bread, even though it's rated R. There's only one other movie I can think of that can make the kind of money this movie's going to make, and I don't think it's going to. And that's Joker 2. That one could make a bunch of money too, but I don't think it's going to do as well as the first one.
I thought Dune was going to have a good shot, but no,
I did too. But man, wow!
I mean, it made a ton of money, but I thought it was good. I thought it had a shot to make the bill.
It's struggling to hit the 700 million mark. It's
You know
really
why?
strange to me.
Because they fucked up shit that was in the books.
Well,
I mean, nobody
got
cares
pissed
about Jed. I'm telling you right now, people don't care about the books.
a lot of people,
Not enough
well,
people care about the books.
Some people
I wouldn't
worry
say
about it,
not,
but
not,
it is definitely it's definitely a minority, Jed. I'm
Yeah.
with him on that. The normies don't know anything about the end of that story. They don't. Joker 2 is going to bomb hard. I don't know about the
Really?
play. I think it's going to do well. I don't think it's going to do It's not going to make $1 billion like the first one, I don't think. Let's see. It may be green in the actual movie. This is just a trailer. But
That's
anyway,
true.
boys and girls, here's your drug education for today. We're going to learn all the colloquialisms for cocaine.
Bob Bolivian marching powder.
I know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes.
Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about.
He's
man.
like, I want to do it, but I can't.
The more I see of this movie, the more I want to fucking see it. Really. It looks like it's going to be great.
This is like the most watched trailer ever, or something like that.
I don't know. Let's let me pull it.
I've seen a lot of articles
ask
about
me
this.
questions like this right when I drop it off, and let me just. All I have to do is go to my history real quick, and we'll look up how many views it's got right now. Let's see. It has 9.6 million views.
Yeah.
And it came out. How many days
2 days ago,
did it come
I
out? How many days ago did it come out? 2 days ago, and it's got 9.6 million views.
Yeah, well, here it says the first trailer of the much anticipated strike delayed Deadpool Wolverine.
Can you blow that up a little bit, buddy?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I was still sharing.
Cool. That's cool. I just
I was going to read it out. It was viewed by
cool.
365 million people in the first 24 hours it's available, smashing the record to become the most viewed trailer in 1 day of all time.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Time.
Yeah, this is. I'm pretty sure this is a shoe in to make $1 billion. If it doesn't, that's a total.
Well, I mean, let's do the math. 365 million times $15.
But that's. Did they say that many people? No, it wasn't that many people. Some people watched it 3, 4, 5.
I'm sure.
I know. I watch it a ton if I love the trailer for something.
I watched it 5 times.
Even if it's a fraction of that.
Right. I understand.
So I watched it 5 times myself, but I watched it 2 or 3 times with Joe already.
Yeah.
So I've
How
watched
many
it
likes?
like 5, 6, 7.
It has okay.
8
You're making me
times.
pull it up again. I swear to God, get rid of this, and you people want me to pull it up. I'm just going to leave it up in the background for good. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see how many likes. Let's take a look at it. It has 324,000 likes. So they never have as many, as have viewed it. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. Because I know Ryan Reynolds isn't gonna. If it wasn't true to the Deadpool character, he wouldn't have done it. I know he wouldn't have done it because he doesn't need the money. You know what I mean? He doesn't need the money.
He owns a football team and a bunch of other stuff.
A soccer team.
Let's
be clear. Soccer team.
Don't
The rest
say
of the
soccer.
world calls it
America.
football.
Football.
But
It's football.
well, we're in the United States where
Proper
we call it
football.
soccer.
I don't
and
fucking say
yeah.
that.
Okay, we got one more trailer to look at, and then we're going to get on with the.
I love
reviews.
this trailer. Y'all gotta love this
is
one.
one that I've known about it for a while, but apparently Jed just found out about this movie.
Yeah, and I got really hyped.
It stars Bill Skarsgård, who is the younger brother of Alexander Skarsgård, the guy that's oh God, he was in the King Kong versus Godzilla movie, right?
Yeah,
he was in that one.
Yeah.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's best known as Eric from True Blood. That's probably what most people remember him from. But anyway, let's check out Boy Kills World. I like the aesthetic. You know what? When I hear the title, Boy Kills World, I think it's like that. What's that one, Jed? It was based on a graphic novel. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
That's what I think of when I see this. Yeah, that's exactly what I think of.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. This one's not going to be for the squeamish boys and girls.
No, it isn't.
That's Bill Skarsgård. He's Alexander's brother. Yeah.
And I want to say something real fast.
No. Another white guy with cultural appropriation.
He's okay. So
But he's a deaf mute.
He's deaf and mute,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, we're good then.
and he's a badass.
And tell him whose voice he's using.
Okay, the guy that he has a voice in his head. The guy that his voice in his head is the guy that voices Archer. So it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Ariel says, "Is this a Kill Bill ripoff?" Let's see. Martin says, "Real football, because you use your actual feet to move the actual ball."
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah.
I say the
I will not watch a sport that can end in 0-0. I won't do it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, listen to it. He's like, "What are you fucking saying?"
This is
Like
the whole plan.
You cannot go in guns a-blazing. Security's going to be airtight.
Deeply confused.
That could make this pretty funny.
Yeah.
Kind of like I know it's a weird. I can't remember. I'm stumbling on my words, but look who's talking now. John Travolta was the voice of the baby. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It could be a funny aspect of this flick. Could be. But the action looks like it's not going to mess around. Wow.
Yes.
Nice and grisly, boys and girls.
I
Plenty of
want
grizzle.
to watch this so bad.
And apparently Martin agrees with you. He
Martin
said, this
is
one
like,
I really
he's
want to
in
watch.
already.
Yeah.
Martin's in.
I saw this man take down an entire squad.
I did do that.
He killed over 100 men.
Slight exaggeration. Definitely not true.
And look, it's from producer Sam Raimi, who we love his stuff, man.
Evil
That guy's
Dead
a great
and
director. If
other
you're a fan
stuff.
of Evil Dead or
Spider-Man,
the
you know.
first 3 Spider-Man movies, yeah.
Wait.
Wait, was that a foot?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a
Yes.
foot. That was a foot.
That was a foot.
Not exactly how I planned to go.
Deal with him accordingly. And lights.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, so.
Very, very interesting.
Shit.
Rejoice!
Pause on that right there. Looney Tunes on R-rated Looney Tunes on acid.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
R-rated Looney Tunes on acid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Looks
Because-
like Tim Burton on acid for sure. This looks like something straight out of a Tim Burton
Because
movie right here.
it's kind of like the Hunger Games and shit. They put it like a little bit of. This is a game show that they have on TV. Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
God.
game show.
Squid Game, right?
It's a game show that and people have to
Ooh, season
survive.
2's
And
coming.
then I was writing out the plot, and I was like, "Holy shit, this plot is insane."
We already have R-rated Looney Tunes on acid.
Ariel, would you quit complaining? They actually have something good out, and you're complaining.
How do you know it's good?
This whole fucking trailer is awesome.
Okay.
So you're saying we've seen all the good stuff? Okay.
No,
The rest of the movie is just boring. Him not understanding what anyone's saying and sneaking around, even though you can't.
Oh, I'm gonna
probably
see
bumbling around.
And if it comes out and it's shit, I'm gonna come out and say it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, you know I will.
E. Clay Thomas says, "Oh, that's the guy from Warrior TV show. He's got skills." Okay.
Yeah,
I've
E.
never
Clay is
seen the
right.
Warrior TV show, so I wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
there you go. Let's see what else we got. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Repeat the mantra.
Oh,
An instrument shaped for us. Damn it.
Repeat the mantra. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit.
Boy Kills World. Let's see when it's coming out here.
It comes out in 2 days.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this may not be the best time for it to come out, man. You saw what the box office looked like this weekend. So
I know.
it may not be the best time for it to come out.
No, I agree with that.
By comparison to Deadpool, this one's got 5.1 thousand likes and 2.6 million views. So
yeah. I just want to get that out there. A lot of we all complain. There's never any good movies out there that actually look good.
Yeah.
There's actually one that actually looks good. We don't know because we haven't seen the movie yet.
Right.
But
I don't think this is the one I'm going to go see.
Yeah, it's that one. I think I can wait.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're hyped for it, man. Go check it out.
I want to see some crazy ass shit like we had in like the 80s and 70s.
You can give us a report. You can go see it so we don't have to.
Exactly.
There you go. That's how you can do that. Okay, so it's too bad John's not here. I really wanted him to be here.
Yeah,
for
I was
this,
hoping
he's busy. He's busy. He's got something going on. But we are now free to talk about the rest of Fallout, boys and girls. And look, just in the nick of time, there he is.
Like
I thought you were busy, bro.
I told you I was going to do a Christian show for the first hour and then jump over here.
Oh, okay. I
just in time.
I had a drink last night or two, so I forgot. Yeah, you got here just in time. We're about to do our mop up. We couldn't do it all last night, last week because John, Das Wolfen,
not pointing at anybody.
I mean, we're not saying anything.
Right. Let's see. Before we move on, let's continue here. Ariel says this movie could cause people to, satisfied with violence and swearing until Deadpool. Okay. Be satisfied. I got it. They hired good actors. Gotcha.
Yeah, they got some good actors.
And everybody's saying hi to you, John. Okay. So let's get into it. You are a huge fan of this video game series. I know, because you used to show me your builds and stuff for different things.
Yeah.
And, what did you think of the last 2 episodes?
Man. Just that last shot, I'm like,
yes.
Okay, we best be getting another series, or I'm gonna go hunting somebody.
Oh yeah, dude. I saw that because me and Kay were doing it. I was like, they better come up with a season.
Now
2.
Explain, John, what you're talking about.
The last shot is the ghoul Coop standing on a mesa looking down at New Vegas.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is probably the most beloved of the Fallout games.
Was that
it's either 4 or Vegas, right?
I thought it was the dad that was there.
Vegas.
No, that was the ghoul. I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? I know they went after him, but I thought it was just the dad that saw it at the end there.
No. Okay, I might be mistaken, but I thought it was the ghoul.
But still, you saw New Vegas, is what we're saying. We're saying. That's the big reveal, right? That we're going to get some New Vegas, right? Yeah.
Was it the dad?
Oh, okay. Martin said it was the dad.
Okay. It was the dad.
Yeah, it was definitely the dad. I'm looking at it right now. He's in power armor and is looking out at the oasis.
So the twist at the end, and boys and girls, if you haven't seen it yet, it's spoiler time. I will... hang on a second. I will put up, I think I still have the graphic from last week.
Titties?
Well, I can always do that too.
Do the titties, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to because it's not here. Okay. Sigourney Weaver will grace us with her presence whenever we're done talking Fallout spoilers. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was great, man. I mean, we had that cliffhanger where we saw that the guys in Vault 4 were it looked like they were creating these fucking mutations, but it turned out they were just actually trying to control them, right? It wasn't that the way it went down? And everything all the way up to the end of it, the mom being at the dinner table and all that stuff. I thought it was great. I thought I didn't see any of that shit coming. I thought it was really good. Knock, what did you think of this whole thing? Top to
bottom.
I
thought they added a few things that were a little different from the games for sure. But I mean, as far as just straight up, this is as lore friendly as you could possibly hope for in an adaptation from a video game to a TV show. Like, I don't think you could do it any better. I don't think it's possible for any studio to do better than this. than what they did. They didn't change too much. There was some differences, obviously. There's going to be in Hollywood, but they kept to the lore better than anyone I've ever seen in any show ever.
Yeah,
that includes Last of Us. That includes, definitely, fucking Halo is probably the most hated.
Oh God, yeah.
But it's just because it builds on the lore. It doesn't change the lore too much. It builds on it, and it adds stuff to it. And what's so good about Fallout is you can have so many different stories that don't take away that. They use the lore that's already there, and you add to it. That's all we've ever wanted. That's all we've ever wanted
Right.
from an adaptation from a video game. And I'm sure that's the same thing that comic book people want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Exactly.
show a real translation into the big screen of what people love, and this is the perfect example of that. And now we're getting something even better, which is one of the most beloved games ever, which I'm currently playing when I can, Fallout New Vegas, because it's a great story, and it's a great game in general.
Yeah.
They're all fun.
Yeah, I think the one I've seen played the most is 4. Every time I'm checking these listings,
it's the easiest
4,
and most modern. So it's just the easiest one.
New Vegas is right there with it in the second
New
slot.
Vegas is the best one out of the Fallout series.
Yeah,
hands down.
Yep.
So,
and I've never played them, so
it's got the best story. It's some of the mechanics are,
Joe would complain.
They've definitely got the best story.
Yeah.
And
you're saying the old fuck could play it? Okay, I got you.
Well, what's so great about it too, as well, is that you could get easily 100 hours out of all the Fallouts, and they're dirt cheap.
Yeah, that's right.
You can trip over a copy of Fallout out there for you can find, just like they find all those bottle caps. You can find them easy on the side of the road, and that's how cheap they are. You can find the change to buy these games.
Oh, Xbox!
So much time.
Xbox had a sale for all the Fallout games when the show came out, cheap as fuck.
Yeah, and Steam did too.
Yeah.
So the best thing what they're doing with the story of the Fallout series is they're absolutely not really contradicting anything. Even I was concerned about the whole bombing of Shady Sands.
Yes, me too.
But the creator of Fallout New Vegas, the guy that wrote the story, said no, it doesn't contradict, because it takes place. That incident happened after New Vegas.
Okay.
So,
well, there you go.
In the timeline, it made more sense. So.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, John, I'm wondering if we're gonna find out about Mr. House or anything, or what, when they do go there. So.
Well, I think House will be dead.
Yeah, I think he will be too. So.
I think they'll probably find his desiccated corpse in his chamber.
Yeah. I think they're going to go with that ending and not the other one. So.
Well, I mean, he doesn't, he if you do the one where he lives, yeah. But
I've never
there's
actually
no guarantee
the game.
There's no guarantee he'll live beyond the game.
Yeah, I know. So
well, me being a normie, all I can tell you is that last episode threw me for a loop, man. I thought for sure the chick that was, I don't think either side is a good side. You know what I'm saying? But definitely found out that the ghoul is he's my favorite guy in the show, and he's. And I have to admit, he's a Wolverine type, and I don't usually like that kind of character that just gives zero shits. You know what I mean? Because you really can't hurt him. You know what I mean?
Well,
but
up until the end, I loved the portrayal, but I hated the character.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
But then they revealed some stuff at the end about him. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. And
he basically got betrayed by his own wife. I mean, not literally, but she was definitely on the shady side of the house, right? And and the thing I love about him, of course, I'm big about this kind of issue. He's a war veteran. I dig it, So he doesn't really trust anybody, right?
So, hell no, he doesn't.
A lot of them.
I think the one question I haven't that I have about it, and it was brought up, is how did there wasn't any explanation of how Moldova made it to the future.
Yeah, that's what.
That's probably the biggest. You know,
Yeah,
the one,
how is she alive for 200 years?
Now, me personally, I think that just because her company got bought out, it doesn't mean she wasn't still a part of it.
Okay, do you know the cryogenic? Go ahead, Mark.
I believe that she was still a part of the Voltec stuff and got her own kind of system. Her own cryogenic containment system.
Okay.
Somehow.
Because I think she did too, because you see all the cryogenic chambers and stuff. So
that would be an easy way to explain that stuff. Why these people?
But they just didn't go into it. They didn't explain that.
No, they didn't. And
that was the only thing that kind of bothered me.
I kind of when I first started watching it, and they were showing that this guy was he was there when the bombs went off. Working that party, and then you see him as the ghoul 200 years later. I'm like, this is, but I'm guessing that the fact that he is a ghoul is why he can't be killed, right? He's either going to stay normal or be feral because of that drug they have to take.
Well, that was the other thing. That was the other thing that me and John spoke of this last week. Was that was kind of new as well. The fact that
that was
taking drugs like that.
But it doesn't contradict anything.
No, it doesn't. It's just
right,
new.
but it wasn't something that was ever mentioned where they had, and because I was playing New Vegas today, and even then, I was in one of the towns where there was a ghoul that was still sane. He's like, yeah, if I go near radiation, I will become more feral. But if I stay away from the radiation, he didn't, So to me, like, there's ways to not become, at least before this TV show, it wasn't just the drugs holding it back. It was the not heading towards full on radiation even more to make them go feral. So that whole having to take drugs, every so often wasn't a thing before the show. So not that it's not that hard to add it or retcon it, but
I figure it's probably some sort of Rad-X blend, Rad-X jet. Something.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week. About the drug
because they are drinking the water, absolutely, because they are drinking water, radiated water and all that stuff, so they are getting more radiated by the stuff that they're doing just because he doesn't, he's already that far along.
The people on the surface are, that's for sure, yep. But man, John, what are you looking forward to in this thing, man? You're obviously hyped about it.
Every Fallout New Vegas fan creamed when they did that final.
When they saw that,
and people that didn't know Fallout lore knew nothing about.
I had no clue. It was it was the guy in the suit just standing there looking over something.
This is literally like this moment. That moment right there was literally the same that passed by so many people's head. It was exactly the same when Ahsoka said the name Grand Admiral Thrawn in the Mandalorian show.
Yeah,
it passed by so many heads, but all the nerds that knew the backstory creamed their pants. And this is literally the same exact thing. Literally the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just too bad they got Elon Thrawn, but that's okay. No, I'm picking, man. I'm picking. I'm just messing around. But yeah, dude. If they look, this is. I'll tell you the things I dug about this show, and we touched on it last week, but I'm just going to reiterate, and you guys can expand on the lore of it and all that good stuff. The three main characters, I put the ghoul number 1, Lucy is a close number 2, and I'm just not a fan of Maximus. I'm just not a fan of him.
I'm cool. I like this.
I don't think he's a noble character. I think he's just doing things to survive, and that makes him kind of a coward. I just.
That's what this show's a lot is cowardice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole Paladin Titus running away was very funny, but that's not the vibe you get from most Brotherhood of Steel.
No.
That was a little weird to see that.
I wish they would stop using the Brotherhood and everything. I'm like, I'm so sick of the Brotherhood.
My favorite character is CX-404.
Yeah.
The dog.
The dog? Okay.
Dog meat. They basically dog meat, but
it's so funny that the ghoul just can't. I wish I could quit you. And,
You guys read the chat, and if they have questions about this stuff, answer.
So the water they drink that I was thinking about was when Ella when Lucy has to drink water when they're in the desert, and it's from a I don't know, was just some wreckage or whatever it was. It was like a barrel, and so it was definitely not like a river or anything like that. It was standing water, so it was definitely radiated.
Yeah.
And then when she came upon Maximus, shot the rats off, and then she helped Maximus out, and she threw up, and he goes, "You have radiation poison." He gave her
Red X or
yeah,
Red Away,
and so she was cured basically.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, man, from what I'm seeing of the Brotherhood of Steel, you may be right about this coward thing. I mean, wasn't it her partner that put her razor blades in her own boots so she wouldn't have to go?
Yep.
Be a squire, and I was just
because they were going to go to the wilds. The wilds is screwed up. There's a lot of crazy shit there.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, it's just I was like,
Death Claws.
I also think there's different factions inside the Brotherhood as well.
Oh, there is.
Well, that's obvious. Now we can talk about it now. That guy was basically recruiting Maximus to work with him to start another faction in the Brotherhood. So, yeah, and I guess in the games, do we see different factions inside?
Yes. Oh yeah, there's the Outcast. They have blood red armor on. I mean, you got the DC folks that are loosely connected to the West Coast side, but they kind of have their own mandate. So
what had happened is the Brotherhood started in the West Coast.
What happened was
what happened was
so, but when they sent Lyons east, he had a difference of opinion. He feels Elder Lyons felt that the Brotherhood of Steel's mission should be helping the people, not just hoarding technology.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the Brotherhood turned into, more hoarders than, because the initial, and we talked about this last week too, but the initial being was to gather the technology to safeguard it from bad people. And then it turned into we want cookie, kind of thing.
We're gonna hoard for us and not help others, basically.
It turned into this entitlement that we need to have everything because it's ours.
Right. Yeah. Well, I tell you, man, I'm looking forward to season 2. As long as they keep the same cast, add to that and build on it, I'm sure we're going to see new characters come into it. They'll probably stay focused on these 3, though, I would imagine, because they've all got different journeys coming. You got Maximus that's fixing to work with the one Brotherhood cleric to try and start something new in the Brotherhood. And the Ghoul is now. It's
Lucy
been
and the Ghoul are going after Lucy and Ghoul are going after the father.
Going after the father.
Together.
And did I see that he was wondering where his family was?
Yes,
he's also looking for his wife and daughter.
Right.
They never said where his family was.
Not at all.
Well, I imagine
200 years later they'd be dead, wouldn't they? I mean,
not necessarily.
He seems to think they're alive somewhere. Yeah,
I'm thinking
probably in a vault, right? Because she worked for those.
They were in a vault and they are probably in cryo somewhere.
Now, what I'm curious about is the daughter a ghoul?
Yeah, because she was with him. Yeah.
Real quick, hang on, guys. Hang on. Hold that thought. I have to answer this. Ariel, has this series ever make you guys want to watch the Kevin Costner movie, The Postman? Young lady, I will watch that movie any day of the week on a loop.
He watches it once a year.
Yeah, I do. And it's probably going to be my next watch party for those that haven't seen it, because it is one of the greatest movies ever made. I don't give a shit what the critics say. It is awesome. Anyway, go ahead. What's what you were talking about, guys? Go ahead.
Get back
to what you were talking about. Oh, you don't remember what you were talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But they're going after the father, and we were discussing the possibilities of where.
I'm curious if so we don't know what happened. All we know about the daughter is that it was with her dad, who is now a ghoul, 200 years later, when the bombs dropped. Right. We don't know where the wife is at that time.
Right.
It's a safe assumption that she was ready to go into a vault and ready to pull the kid with her. But did they make it to them? Did they make it too late? Is but he did say, "Where's my family?" So it
Yeah.
kind of seems like they met up at some point, or you can ascertain from that they met up. So,
Yeah.
but was she already exposed? Kind of thing. Are we going to see her in a ghoul state, or are we going to see her in a cryogenic, stasis with her with her wife?
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's gonna be
That's all we
interesting
know.
to see, man. It's gonna be interesting to see, and then of course, Lucy is just. I mean, what is her motivation now? She's just trying to go get her dad, and
Yep.
I mean, what is she supposed?
And she wants to also find out, because he goes, "You want to know what's going on? Do you want to find out what this is all about?"
Mm-hmm.
He said that, so she's going for her dad and trying to figure out what this is all about too.
Yeah,
and as the show went on, I got intrigued by our fourth character, little Norm, still in the vault.
Yeah, the brother. The brother. I do dig that dude.
I liked him more
him.
and more. I didn't care for him at the beginning. He seemed like a little snot-nosed douchebag, but
yeah,
he was the only one.
Norm grew on me. Yeah,
he did. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Just like Jed grew on me.
Yeah. Not didn't like me at first, but yeah, he's like, "Oh, he's cool."
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, man.
No, he really did. I liked his character. I like that he questioned things. I like that even the chick that takes over Vault 32, the blonde haired chick, looks at him a certain way. He's like, "I see your father in you." That's what it seemed, anyways.
Yeah.
Like I see your father in you, even though he was born in 33. I think he was born in 33 with the rest of them.
Yeah.
But and it's mostly only 31s that get leadership, or it is only 31s. But I thought it was interesting that she took to him as well.
I want to see him keep searching through the vaults. Are they all connected?
Well, yes, but he's trapped in Bolt 31 at the end of it. So
right,
the
I do
robot
remember
guy
that
kept trying to stab him with the needle, which I thought was the funniest thing.
That was funny.
Hold still.
Yeah.
He recommended that he go into his father's cryo chamber. So whether he did or not, we don't know. I'm curious to see who else is there. I was kind of wondering if the family was there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's
since it's all Vault Tech people.
Somebody just said that. Who was that said that? It was Martin. He said the Ghouls family must be.
I don't know if they
Vault
must
31.
be, but I do kind of wonder if they are.
Now we had the scene when it's revealed that the wife is in on all the plans to start the nuclear war and get everybody in the vault.
Yeah, she was the one that basically started everything.
But
this shows. This shows that there can be more than one cryogenic vault. As opposed to 111. Which
she did say that they're going to get all these people in the vaults, right, to sell them and all that good stuff, but not all of them are meant to last forever.
Yeah,
she actually said that.
Joe, I can't believe when they we couldn't discuss this last week because John hadn't seen it all yet.
Right.
Those when they're putting out ideas, when they're getting all excited and they're like, "Oh, we could do an experiment of this. We could do that." That is all completely 100% real lore.
True.
That's all Easter eggs from the game, right?
Yeah,
that they were talking about, right?
We should do an experiment where the door doesn't close all the way and they get radiated.
I thought that might be something like that. They were really tripping on that part. Yeah.
Like the one I told you about.
And that's how she sold it.
Drugs and liquor and stuff, and nobody
that
had
they found
any
5 years later. Yeah.
And this little panel comes open and it.
Well, it was a spy. It was a Vault Tech spy.
Yeah.
That it was his job to reintroduce the drugs, and it caused them to pretty much all kill.
Yeah, and it fucked the whole vault. Yeah.
After they were all clean, they were all.
That
clean
was Vault 95.
Yeah.
Vault 95.
Yeah, it was.
Remember
bad.
these numbers, folks. We're gonna see some crazy shit.
I can't remember them all, but I know the stories. I just don't remember what vault goes to which.
No,
but
the one we want to see them cover is Vault 69.
Yes.
Oh my God.
One guy, 1,000 women.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Now I heard. I don't know if this is
he's
true.
Gonna be dead. You know he's
fan
gonna be
lore.
dead.
Yeah, this is fan lore, but I heard somewhere that it was they ended up extracting the semen from him and just killing him off.
Yeah, and then there was one vault.
I think that's fan lore though, so I don't quote me on that.
There was one vault where the guy just got duplicated multiple times, and it was only him.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Gary,
all he says. That's all they.
That's all he says.
They've degraded to that point. All they can say is Gary.
Yeah,
So
and it's insane. And you have to go through.
Sorry, Ariel asks if there's a vault where AI starts killing his people. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Basically, they need to come up with I can't remember which one this one was, but they had no leader, and they were supposed to. I think this isn't the one where they're supposed to kill the one guy every year, which was another one. But the AI was in charge and wanted to figure out a way to do something, and then he started killing them off, and the second in charge was not happy, and they ended up killing everybody. Ended up only being like one guy left.
Yeah.
Because they had to find a way to become the leader.
Sounds like we've got a lot to look forward to here.
Mm.
If they continue the run, if they continue the not the hero's journey, but the hero's journey of Lucy, I can't tell you how refreshing that was to see a book smart kid go out into the world and just get stomped everywhere.
I need more okie dokie. I need her to
Okie
keep doing that. Was when she kept doing okie dokie. I was like, that's like Margot Robbie, hard looking crazy, like right there. Just,
And there was another thing that just came up that I was looking at today. There's going to be an update to 76 where they're going to open a vault for the first time in 76. And they're going to be people still in there, and it's going to be the storyline, and it's going to be canon. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah. Well,
so
all I know is that second season isn't going to get here quick enough for some people.
No, it isn't.
And that's the reason for the boom in the Fallout video game.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's
they're basically
playing
the same story. Yeah, they're basically the same story. In their own ways.
Very cool, man. I dig it, and I may have to do that one eventually. But
it's like that meme I showed that I posted in our chat.
Yeah,
about Fallout. I'm looking for my dad. I'm looking for my son and kid. I'm looking for my dad also.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the guy in the check shirt that shot me in the head.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Joe, these are not games you could do on your show.
No.
Really?
Actually, he can do Fallout New Vegas.
No,
he can do New Vegas.
These are games that take hundreds of hours to play properly. And
okay. Yeah.
Like you got to play this on your own time where you have more time. You can't cover these in 2 hours. You can literally
love
try.
To see him do this.
I know, me too. Trust me, I would. But he would literally be playing He would be playing this game for a year. Like it's just like,
that would be kind of cool. I want to see how long it takes him to
I'm not playing a game for a year.
He would get there's just it's
not on stream. I might play it away from here.
Absolutely, I absolutely encourage you to do that. Just 2 hours at a time. No, I'm sorry, once a week.
No, we could do a rumble where you could do 3 or 4 hours, dude.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I've got too much to do in my life to go back to playing video games as often as I did, because Knock will tell you a good decade plus ago, I lived on a video game, and I'm not doing that ever.
Yeah, doing it on your own, like 2 hours, like an hour or two a day is perfect, because you could save at any time. You can stop it. Yeah. You could put the controller down at any time in the Fallout. So it's perfect for when you're doing it yourself
I can put the controller down anytime I want. Honestly.
Anytime I want, right.
It's definitely one of those games. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where you think, oh, I'm just going to go check out this one building, and it turns into like 2-3 hours later.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I do that all the time.
I like that meme of that dude from South Park, the keyboard warrior that's sitting there. That says this game sucks, and it says game hours
played 3,000. Yeah,
like thousands and thousands.
Well, they had already played like 3,000 hours, and then it's like since they made that comment, it's been like 3,000 more hours or something like that.
I have like I don't know. I think I have hundreds and hundreds of hours of Fallout full.
Yeah,
I do legitly.
I've got thousands of hours.
You know what's scary is now. I don't know if Xbox does this, but on PlayStation, that actually, when you highlight a game, it actually shows you how many hours.
Xbox does do that.
He was the one that came up with that. I don't know if they came up with it, but they're the one. Console came with that later.
On Skyrim and Fallout 4, I have the most hours. Oh, No Man's Sky too. I have a bunch of hours in No Man's Sky too.
I've got. It's Madden and DCUO.
Yes, that's my
that's
three
the
most.
ones I have the most in.
That's the 3 most games I have the most in: No Man's Sky, Fallout 4, and Skyrim.
I heard No Man's Sky got good with the DLCs they added to it.
It's so good, dude.
So
so good.
All right, boys and girls. Well, I look forward to the next season of Fallout for damn sure, man. And I've never even played the video game, but look. Disney, I hope you're taking notes because that's how you do a damn television show right there. That
Disney
was some good
don't
stuff.
give a damn.
Oh,
I
and
know
what else?
that.
What else did they do? What else did they do? They dropped it all at once.
Yes, they did. They did. I have to say, I watched 6 episodes in a row one Saturday afternoon, and that's all the time I had. But Joe, you should watch Internet Historian review of No Man's Sky. I will check it out. I like Internet Historian. He's great. I love that guy.
He is cool.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so we've got another review we've got to do tonight. And by the way, before we get out of here on Fallout,
hey, look, there's Ruben.
I did pull up. Oh, Ruben.
Yeah.
Joe has Foxy. That is where he spends his time. Yeah, that's where I spend most of my time. And Tim says Disney doesn't give a shit about the fans anymore.
It's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know,
They don't give a
hey,
shit.
what you gonna do? But I did want to take a look at the Rotten Tomato scores now that it's been out for a while, and they are both pretty damn good. Critics 93, and
Pretty much the same as last week.
Yeah, 88. So yeah, it's staying steady. Yeah, looking forward to the next season of this. I love this girl. What's her name again, Knock?
Ella Purnell.
Purnell. Yeah, I'm digging her, man. I'm digging her. I want to see more of it. So
yeah, I want to watch her other show, just like with Sweeney. I want to watch I know Yellow Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I think their new season of that's coming out here soon after a couple of years bender, and then she did some anime that people really seem to like.
Yeah,
really?
she did
on Netflix. Arcane?
She did. I think it was Cyberpunk or something.
No, she did
Arcane. It was Arcane.
Arcane.
It does this voice of Jinx, I guess is the name
she's
of
Jinx
it.
and Arcane.
Yes, and I highly recommend that show, guys. If you've never seen Arcane, it's
I
fantastic.
never have. I never heard of it.
Really,
before.
really good.
Yeah,
It's one of the few. You guys, you've heard me say it several times on the show. I don't watch much animated stuff, but when I saw the trailer for this, I loved the animation style. It is fantastic. It's really something different. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I'll give it a go.
So, yeah, you need to, man. It's a good show. It really is. Okay. Well, I hate to say it, but wait. I gotta let everybody know we're done with the spoilers for Fallout. So don't forget about that. And now we have to review something that, well, you know.
Yeah, we're not going to be too happy about
we got to review Scargiver, Rebel Moon Part 2. I'm beginning to believe there's a reason why Mr. Snyder's movies are not on the big screen anymore and they're on television.
I'm just like, no, I can't, bro.
I can't. This thing, well, first of all, I'll give you my thoughts on this thing. I kind of enjoyed Charlie's video that he shot. Moist Critical shot a video where he added up all the slow-mo in this thing. He gave you the timestamps and everything. It's a half an hour video. I just fast forwarded through the end.
Yeah,
of it
I saw it
just
too.
to get the freaking, just to get the total. And it's over 20 minutes. Of
and we
slow-mo
talked about this last night too. Yeah.
Even during the fucking wheat field, like
farming was in slow motion. What the fuck is sexy about farming? What the hell? Blowing grain out of your hand, I guess, is a thing on this planet.
I just can't with this fucking movie,
dude.
man.
But this is, look, it's Seven Samurai. This, it just continues. It's nothing new here, folks. Nothing new. I like the first one better than this one. This one takes place on the planet, and he needs to make movies of other people's stuff. I mean, I wanted to know more of the backstory of the characters, and what's he do? He has them sit down at a table and all tell their backstories in an exhibition dump. And I'm like, wow, really? This is it? And they're all saying the same thing. The people they cared about got killed by the Empire. So, yeah.
And I think he tried to copy Star Wars.
That's what this was.
It's a failed Star Wars script.
It was supposed to be. Yeah.
It's a failed Star Wars script.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't greenlit as Star Wars.
So and I think I heard one reviewer say, Kathleen Kennedy, you got this one right, not making this one, But I think I think the worst thing about it is now I hear he wants to make 6 chapters of this thing.
And I'm like, no, bro. No.
And the end of it, once again, there's nothing new here. And by the way, once again, we're gonna have spoilers, boys and girls. So if you don't want spoilers for Rebel Moon Part 2, wait for the sign and we'll get back to you. Okay. But anyway, the end of it, I told my wife when we watched the first one, that kid wasn't dead. If she can heal things, she's not dead, you know? And sure enough, you know, she just thinks she's killed this chick, you know, friggin' Titus. I mean, wow. It's hard to take this movie seriously. Titus is from planet Spartacus, I guess, you know, the gladiator world.
Yeah.
And then you got Turok. No, what's his actual name? Tarek or something like that. Might as well be Turok.
It's basically Turok, yeah.
It may as well be Turok, and it's so horrible.
I did dig I think from the only thing I really liked about the first one, I did like the different cultures.
Yeah, that's cool
because that felt very like Firefly to me, where they had the different cultures that they went to,
right,
and tried to put them all in one,
right. But okay, they don't show the rebel force at all in the second one at all, and all of a sudden they zoom in at the end of it and they're killing everything in sight. I was like, where have these guys been the entire movie? I know we were introduced to them when their leader got killed in the first one, right? But I just didn't get it, man. I was like, dude, you got to do better than this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just the evil empire going after this small village that their impressive technology. They can bring a guy back from the dead, and yet they have no way to transport their people food from their place, and they can't bomb these buildings.
They can't bomb these buildings because they're surrounded by grain.
And I'm like, bullshit.
It makes no sense whatsoever to have all this technology and then they're scared of what? They're going after what?
I mean, how many ships did you see come out of that dreadnought and land on the ground, and you didn't see any of them when the fight started, except for like 3 of them, and they RPG'd one of them, and then the other 2 didn't do anything. I'm just like, man, oh man, look at this. Ariel says, "Screw you, Joe. Farming is sexy as hell when you have half a naked woman crawling on all 4s." Okay, I'm done reading that. Good Lord, Ariel, you're out of your mind. She is crazy. But yeah, man, the one I really like is the girl that had her hands cut off so she could have those swords. But that was so lame, it wasn't even funny. And
then they killed her off.
That's the one I wanted to know more about, you know? But no, he gives us like just a snippet here and a snippet there, you know? I mean, what's he planning on doing? Doing stories of all these guys in prequels or something? Or I don't.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to hold out just a sliver of hope, and wait until that R-rated comes out later this summer, and see if it's any different.
I don't see how blood and gore and boobs and language is gonna improve this.
Boobs make everything better.
I don't think it's.
I mean, it make it a little bit more palpable, but
you know, look. They're sitting there. Titus is sitting there telling everybody he's never going to give up. He's never going to surrender because all his men were killed and stuff. And she picks up none of this. She's about to give herself up to these guys when every story they had around that table was they did what they were supposed to do and they got screwed over anyway. And she's still going to give herself up to this dude. I mean, some of it's just dumb. It was really dumb writing. It really was. And all that slow-mo, I get it, man. You think it looks really cool and everything. But the only thing I think is cool about this is the weapons in it. The weapons, the hardware in this show is pretty cool. I dig how it kind of melts everything metal when it shoots stuff and you get spatters of fucking molten metal and stuff. I think that's really cool looking. But that's just, it's the same thing with all his movies. They're visually stunning. But where's the fucking substance, man? You know?
Yeah.
You can only polish it. I say it several times, all the time. You can only polish a turd so much. I mean, look at these visuals; they're badass looking, in a story that just is lame as all get out, man. We've seen it, and it's nothing new either. We've seen all this. You know what I'm saying? We've seen every bit of it. It's just yuck. I was not a fan. They burned their dead at the end of it, just like every other. I mean, just like Star Wars, right? You know, so I understand it was a failed Star Wars thing, but come on, give me a break. You know, with all the slow mo trying to do what 300 did. Yeah, well, here's the difference between 300 and this, young lady. Let me tell you what the difference is.
Yep.
That was written by Frank Miller, who is a really good creator. He writes a great story. He's made some. He has written some of my favorite movies.
He made one of the best
some of my
Batman stories of all time.
I was fixing to say the story that anybody that knows anything about the Batman stories, the most heavily influenced in the Christian Bale Batman series that Nolan did was The Dark Knight Returns.
And
there's stuff that's ripped right out of that book. Like I always tell people about the two cops in the car when the older guy tells the young guy, "Oh, you're in for a treat tonight, man," because the young guy didn't know what was going on, didn't know who Batman was.
And
right?
he also made one of the best Superman stories of all time too.
Yeah. What's the name of that one?
The need things. It's my favorite. God, I'm having a...
No, they don't have lightsabers. They have it's light swords. It's light
swords. That's it.
Don't want to get sued.
Says, "Where's the beef?" I understand completely.
There
is no beef on it.
They Mongel puts that plan on him, and he thinks he's in Krypton, and he's married and everything.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of the best Superman stories ever. Yeah. And then Batman and Wonder Woman and Robin have to save him.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the difference, Ariel. 300 was written. The story is written by a great writer. He's well known for turning around a Daredevil comic book that was just about dead. When he took it over, it changed the game when it came to Daredevil. I think Gary Nerdrotic has said several times that's his favorite run on Daredevil is Frank Miller's Daredevil. Whenever you watch the Netflix Daredevil, which many argue is the best thing Marvel's ever done as far as the series goes, when you see him in the black with the rag tied up around his head like a do-rag, how he shows up at the beginning of that show before he gets the red outfit, that's the Frank Miller Daredevil. That's the kind of thing he did. But that's why I say Zack Snyder he's a good director, but he's not a good writer. He does not know how to tell a story worth of shit. He really doesn't. And he needs
that wasn't Frank Miller. That was somebody else too. Okay.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The one I was thinking about. That wasn't Frank Miller. That was somebody else, I think.
Well, anyway, the point is, he doesn't need to write. He needs to just go ahead and direct other people's stories that they write. That's what he needs to do. Because arguably his two best movies are the one he first got recognition for, which was the remake of Dawn of the Dead. And I don't know if he wrote on that one or not. But even if he did, it's based on a story that happened 20 years before it, actually almost 30 years before it, the 70s. And that's a really good, and it's a great foundation to build on. And then 300, which is, and he basically, guys, he did what most comic book fans would like to see these companies do. He basically took every page of that and put it on the screen. Okay. That you can look at that graphic novel and it looks just like frame for frame, just
same
like
thing with
movie.
Watchmen.
Yeah. Watchmen.
Same thing with Watchmen. That's why I like Watchmen, because it's ripped from the comic book.
Yeah, it's ripped straight from the comic book, man. And that I always forget that Snyder did Watchmen, but I think about the Watchmen graphic novel more than I do the movie because the book was so good. Yeah, and so he
even
needs
if it was written by Alan Moore,
right? Even if it was written by somebody we're not a big fan of. Yeah. But man, he needs to make other people's stuff and somebody needs to tell him that. But you know what? He's got such a rabid fan base.
Well,
the
he
people
did
that are
kind-
the Snyder stands, they attack everybody that doesn't like his stuff. They do. They go all out to tell you.
he kind of
full of it.
You know, I think Frank Miller kind of did. I'm looking at something here.
What? I can't hear you.
Go ahead. I'm looking at something real fast.
Okay,
I'm trying
all
to
right.
figure out.
The only thing Zach is able to write correctly is his name, maybe. Well, we know the guy is kind of off in the head, no doubt. But yeah, bottom line, the Rebel Moon series, it's pretty. I really wish it was a better story, though, because I'd like to see another epic space opera in the vein of a Flash Gordon or a Star Wars get made to where, because I'm a big fan of Battlestar Galactica. Like when they redid Battlestar Galactica, they made some the Sci-Fi Channel really did some interesting takes on that franchise. My favorite one being that they had the Cylons evolve to where they could actually look like human beings and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. And because of that, the Commander Adama, who ran the Battlestar Galactica, kept it separate. There was no connection to the rest of the fleet. They kept everything analog on the ship. You remember? It was the only thing that made it survive. I thought the takes, from taking the 70s show and turning it into something new. I thought that's another thing, like you talked about, guys, expanding on the existing material and making it better. I thought they did that really well with that.
And I met that guy.
Throttle D Moore. That's what he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's dynamite stuff. But this here, it's just he's just rehashing stuff we've seen a million times. You've seen this in a movie called Battle Beyond the Stars.
Yeah,
right? You've seen it in the Seven Samurai.
Yeah, I still haven't seen those.
Yeah, it's we've seen it several times, and it's nothing new. You got to do something new, Zach. If we're gonna watch, you got to do something new. Now, I'd love to see him because they make it obvious at the end of this that the mission now. I mean, they basically spell it out is to go find her and fight, right? So, they're definitely going to take the fight to. What do they call their leader? Is he the emperor? What is he? I don't remember what they call him. The leader or something like that. But they're definitely going to go take the fight to him and go get this child that is the key to everything, right? Save the cheerleader, save the world.
I saw the watch numbers. There were 2.5 million less viewers for the second part than the first one.
Yeah.
Well, nobody knew it was coming out.
No, they didn't push it at all. I thought it was already out. Remember, because I saw an ad for it. I thought it was already dropped.
I saw nothing on it until we happened to mention it, and I'd forgotten all. Because for me, my mentality was mostly on the rated R version. So
yeah. Now I am going to watch those, and I want to see if it enhances it or not. Because I'm one of the guys. I think I like the Zack Snyder's Justice League better than I do the whatever you call it, the Whedonverse Justice League. But it's too damn long, and I thought it had a lot more gravity to it. I mean, I always tell people watch the part in Wonder Woman's Island. Was it Themyscira? Is that the
Themyscira? Yeah.
Yeah, Themyscira. Watch that part in the first one, and then watch it in Snyder's. There's a whole lot more gravity to the Snyder one. You can tell things going to go to shit if they don't protect this box. But I was like, you don't get that feeling from the Josh Whedon one.
All right. Joe, real quick, Jed, I feel like I'm in a fault right now, and you're playing that weird music. That's going to make me slightly go crazy with your click clacking over there. Please mute if you're going to keep typing that freaking mark.
Dealing with something right now.
There's a mute button. It's a great invention. It was created in the 1890s.
Regent Belisarius. Thank you, Martin. He's the regent. Yeah. Now, when hopefully the Imperium. Yeah, the Imperium. He's sexting.
That's cool.
Better not be doing that in my show, man. Stop it. No, I'm just
there was no, I'm not. Somebody was actually trying to get a hold of me, and I was telling them I'm on the show.
Yeah,
Just a little muty mute.
Yeah,
It's driving me insane.
Do a little mute there. But anyway, any final words on Rebel Moon, Scorch Giver, Scar Giver,
yeah.
whatever?
It's like I think you nailed it. It's nothing new. It can't be. It wasn't meant to be new. It wasn't because it was meant to be Star Wars. So it's just kind of like a what are those things? Was it anagrams? What are the ones that you have to like fill in the words? Like they had to erase Star Wars.
Mad Libs.
Yeah. Mad Libs. I'm sorry. Yeah. They had to erase Star Wars. They had to erase Jedi. They had to erase lightsabers, and then they just filled in the blanks. And like that was it.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. That's it. Nothing new here. Nothing to see here, as my my brother likes to say all the time. You know, that reference to that great friggin' movie, the Naked Gun series. Yeah, no doubt.
All right, nothing to see here. Please, Pittsburgh. Nothing to see here, please.
Yeah, it's bad. Go ahead, Knock. What were you saying?
Didn't I see something that they're making a reboot of that or remake of that or something?
Oh my God! Yes, we talked about it last week. Pamela Anderson is apparently going to be in it.
That's right. Okay,
and it's got hey, lunatic. That's lunatic right there, guys. Christopher Holland.
Yeah, and we got a little spec.
Yeah, we got the Penguin. He's here. But yeah, Gerard Butler's going to try and
Liam Neeson.
Oh, it's Liam Neeson. Yeah, okay. Liam Neeson is going to try and fill the shoes of Leslie Nielsen. I just don't see it. I just don't. But hey, I could be wrong. Leslie Nielsen. Let's think about this. Leslie Nielsen was not known for comedy until Airplane. He was not known for that. No. He was a serious actor, you know. So
yeah, that ain't gonna happen, bro.
Listen, if we one of my favorite roles for Liam Neeson is from Ted. If we get creepy guy with the cereal box, I would not mind that.
Is he in the second one? I've seen the first one a ton of times. And
for Ted, he goes into the shop and he's like, or he's at the grocery store because Ted's working at a grocery store. He pumps up with a box of Lucky Charms. He's like, I heard that this was for children. Are they in fact only for children? He's like, no, I think pretty much anyone can buy them. Something like online. It's like, so if I take these out, no one will come after me. No one's gonna do that. He's like, I'm gonna go now. He's like, I wish you would.
Oh my God!
You gotta watch the clip. It's hilarious.
This is in the first one or the second one?
Here, let me
pull it up, man. Pull it up. This is Liam Neeson in Ted.
Yeah. I'll have to do the link.
I just don't. I don't remember him being in Ted.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, Pamela Anderson must look bad right now.
Well, she didn't look good the last time I saw her.
She's been used and put away wet like 100 times.
So. Exactly.
Tommy Lee.
I don't know how you can improve. There's certain things shouldn't be remade.
Yeah.
Can we talk about something besides Pamela Anderson? I just
right. I have no.
Right, you just ate. You want?
There you go, Joe. There you go, Joe. I
want to hold your food down. Right?
You want to do your magic? I think this is one you want to play. It's only it's like 2 minutes long.
All right.
I think it's worth it.
1 second. Let me pull. I've got to shuffle some things around. Let's see. Okay.
I'm not saying they're going to do this with Naked Gun, but this is the funniest I've seen Liam Neeson.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh no. Okay, hang on a second. Let me pop it up here. Boom. I get the sound going. And do my thingy.
Oh, it's tricks. I'm sorry. It was not. The tricks are for kids.
Tricks are for kids. Now that makes sense. Now
I'm sorry.
Like
yeah.
That sounds like a joke.
There we go. Thanks a lot. Come again.
Hey.
Hello.
I'd like to ask a few questions about this breakfast cereal.
I do remember this. I do remember this. Yes.
It's so short, but it's so good.
Yeah. Box of tricks. That's right. I've been led to understand that tricks are exclusively for children. Is that correct?
They say tricks are for kids in the commercials.
Is that forced by law?
It's the court by law. Oh, it's so good.
No. So if I purchase these tricks, there'll be no trouble.
No, you should be fine.
You do understand that I myself am not a child.
You do understand myself. Now, if he plays it straight men like that, he'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what Leslie Nielsen did all the time. He was the ultimate straight man. He really was.
I was able to sniff that out. Yeah.
I'm going to bring these back to my apartment.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
And I won't be followed.
Yeah, there's gonna be the tricks inspector that's gonna fucking come over and follow you.
Not in our budget here.
It's not in our budget here.
Hey, I won't forget what you've done for me here today.
I would prefer that you do.
I would prefer.
Did you see that? He put it under his jacket.
He hides it like
Because
it's
he's not a
fucking-
kid, right?
He hides it like it's liquor or porn.
So, yeah,
He's
it's
like,
so
hey.
good. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Poor Ted, man. Have you watched the series, by the way?
I've been wanting to. I keep seeing clips about it. I'm going to. But,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
no, I've
at
seen
least
some-
let's at least watch the first episode of Ted by next week, so we can at least comment on
Okay,
it.
yeah.
What? There's
I
a
love
Ted show now.
I
There's a
love
Ted show,
Ted,
yeah,
the original
absolutely.
movie. Yeah, what
It's when
service
the
is
kid.
it on?
I don't know. I'll have to find it, but it's basic. I think it's like one like Peacock, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't.
I
I
actually
only
can't
seen the
stand
movies.
the movie.
Let's see.
You just don't get it, John. You just don't get it. You don't understand. You don't understand
Ted
Mark
is
Wahlberg.
hilarious. Now I've seen the second one, but I don't remember it. But look, half of the jokes to me are funny as fuck because they're saying them in Boston accents. I mean that
Yeah,
right there
that is.
is hilarious to me.
What was the? They
Harder, harder.
they had they were on the street and they were in the car.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think this is the second one, and they almost run over these these cosplayers going to like Comic-Con or whatever. They were dressed as Darth Vader.
I saw
and
that clip
Stormtroopers,
this week.
and they were like,
the blonde in the car goes, out of the way, Captain Kirk, and they both look at her and go, no.
You don't do that. You don't cross. You never cross
Star
streams.
Trek. Never
You
cross
don't cross
franchise.
streams.
Yeah.
You don't cross.
Sorry, and
Oh, sorry
Wahlberg
about it,
goes,
fellas.
sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Sorry about that. She goes, and one of them says, "Yeah, we all live with it." That's so damn funny. I
So
did
good.
see that this week. I forgot about that one. But
No,
yeah,
I do. I have been wanting to watch the TV show because it's
Yeah,
got
let's-
some really good actors in it. Very funny.
Yeah. Look, I love the whole fucking concept of Ted. I think it's fantastic, man. The whole thing with what's the guy's name? Sam Jones that plays Flash.
Yeah.
And the first one is just
Yeah.
dynamite, man. My God.
Dude,
it's
I've
hilarious.
tried to get him on the Archivist like 3 times, and he's always busy.
He's a nice guy. I've met him at a Comic-Con, man, and I didn't get anything signed, but I bumped into him. He was on his way to his table, and just the nicest guy in the world, man. You know, he seems like the salt of the earth. He really does. Okay, boys and girls, that is it for this week. So what we've learned here is we are waiting with bated breath for season 2 of Fallout. Don't waste your time with Scargiver. And we all need to research Sydney Sweeney for sure. We need to check out some of her stuff.
Her and Ella Purnell.
Yeah, there you go. For sure. Okay, boys and girls, let me let you know what's going on with the channel. Of course, you know you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every Wednesday evening at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to tune in for all your pop culture needs. That's what we talk about here. I have a big time love of movies, and we all on this panel love video games and Star Wars. So all conversations end up going to those two things. Later on tonight, it's another edition of Pop and Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And I will be doing my 4th installment of Mass Effect this evening. So come check that out at 10 p.m. Central Time. And then tomorrow night, it's a big show. It's going to go on for a while. We are covering the entire first round of the NFL draft. Last year, we went for about 5 hours and 40 minutes. It was a lot of fun. John, you've got something going on tomorrow night, right? So you may not make it, but he was our man on the ground last year. He was actually at the draft in Kansas City. Where is it at this year, guys? I forgot where it's at. Do you guys know?
Is it Chicago?
I'm not sure.
I was thinking it was Detroit.
It could be.
You might be right.
But I'm calling this one the great
It's Detroit,
quarterback scramble of 2024. I don't think I've seen this talented quarterback class since Marino and Elway were drafted back in 1983. Man, this is a huge quarterback class coming out of here. So it's going to be
Leading
interesting.
the way is this draft class is Johnny Football.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Well, I
looking
mean-
like, isn't
I
it?
mean,
Yeah.
Crybaby football or something.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God,
I
man!
don't-
But
I don't-
anyway, let's hope his character can turn around, because right now, I don't know. If I was the Bears, I wouldn't draft that guy. But hey, I'm not a football executive, but hey, it's going to be fun to watch. Etep Wokyun's going to hang out with us this year. When he found out about it, he said he'd love to come talk some football with us. If you guys ever watch his channel, he covers wrestling and horror movies, and he's a great guy. So come check it out tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern is our start time. We're going to fill you in on all the off-season moves, what's going on in college football, and all that good stuff. And then we're going to cover every pick of the first round tomorrow night on Pregame Party Draft Reaction Live. And then Friday, I'll be doing Sketching the Privateer. I'm going to be doing more work on my family portrait you see there to the left. And I'm actually going to have some of it done so you guys can watch it. Also, I'm going to read the Royal Fox's origin story, because I couldn't get to it on the 100th episode. So check that out at 1 p.m. Central Time on Friday. And don't forget to check out John on that on Pop Culture Minefield's channel, as he does game night on Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. He's doing the entire Telltale The Walking Dead series. So go check that out. I think John has Knock and Martin, and sometimes Jed when he shows up.
Sometimes me when I can get over there. Yeah.
Go check that out every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And then, of course, I'll be on again Sunday with the Brothers Hack the Matrix. That's when me and my brother let you know everything that's going on in the clown show that is 2024 through the week's headlines. It's the Sunday magazine you don't want to miss. We have a lot of laughs doing it. The Brothers Hack the Matrix. Check it out at 5 p.m. Central Time on Sunday. And one of our panelists is having a birthday this Sunday, and he's decided to restart the MFR Roadhouse on his birthday at 11 p.m. Central Time on
have something I can
Sunday.
Share with you right here.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
So people can go see this right here.
Go put it up, buddy. Let's see what it is.
We can put this. I made it today.
There you go, man.
There you go. You guys go over there, like the channel, like everything, subscribe. So
he's gonna have some special guests on there, and we're gonna start doing this every Sunday at 11 p.m. Central Time. And I'm looking forward to it. I love this show when it was on Friday nights, and he's bringing it back for Sundays.
Yeah.
So
and there's
definitely
the link
go check
for
it
this
out.
show this Sunday. Go
You got it?
to that.
Okay, good.
Me and Joe will both be over there.
We will
every
definitely
Sunday.
be there. Yep. Now, usually I'm pushing. Oh, go ahead, Jed.
We do have a special guest for Sunday, too.
I said that. I did say that. Yeah. So anyway, come check it out at 11 p.m. on Sunday. And usually I'm pushing the Monday shows I'm on. Definitely check out Military Monday at its usual time at 10 a.m. Central Time. Check out Ryan Rogers Athay with his wrestling show at 3. And at 4 o'clock, don't forget That 70s Rock Fan. And definitely check those out. But I will not be on them this week. I will be down in New Orleans for the meetup with Christian DeLorme, the guy who was hosting the show John was on before he came over here. Christian DeLorme and I will be in New Orleans on the 30th of April. I'm actually going to be there on the Monday before and the Wednesday after, but I'm going to be traveling those days. But he and I are going to be running around New Orleans on Tuesday, April 30th. If you're in the New Orleans area, come see us. We're going to be starting our day at Cafe Du Monde, and we're definitely going to the World War II Museum. And my wife has us all a reservation at Toop's Meadery. I'm going to spend way too much for a Wagyu steak. So this guy apparently, his name is Isaac Toops. He was one of the guys that ended up in the top 3 on Top Chef season 13. And from what I hear, the guy's a riot. He was pretty fun. My wife is actually watching that season right now, and he is a pretty funny dude. Anyway, he's a New Orleans native, and we're going to his restaurant Tuesday night. So all you have to do is keep up with my community page on YouTube and follow me on X and Facebook, and we will be putting up pictures all day long from our walk around NOLA, as we like to call it, New Orleans, Louisiana. So you guys check that out as well. And I believe that's it. Anybody else want to say push anything? I'm looking forward to tomorrow night myself.
Yeah, and there may be, I don't know, there may be a daytime show, so all our friends from
on your channel on Sunday
on Europe, so they can so Retro can come over and some of the other guys can come over.
Okay.
Because,
well, listen, I want to thank all you guys for being here. You guys definitely follow all of our channels, and definitely go follow us on Rumble. Okay, we need followers over there. It's hard to build them up.
Yeah,
but,
we do.
Definitely, comment on all our stuff. Keep track of my community page early in the week so you can see all the pictures and stuff I'll be sending out, and X and Facebook as well. I'll be
always
there.
Anything with me and Joe, always follow on Twitter.
Let's check the chat before we go. Liam, it was awesome in a million ways to die in the West. Yeah. Okay. He might have some comic chops. 1983.
I
Damn, Joe's old. Yeah, I am old. Yeah. What do you guys think? I'm kidding when I say that? And here I thought Joe was in his 20s. No, I am not. Okay. Listen up, boys and girls. For myself, Knock, John Daswolfen, and Jed Revenwolf, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we meet again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. Going to have a show early so your friends from across the pond can join us, huh?
Maybe.
I can't wait to see John kill more people in Walking Dead. Or I'm sorry, get them killed.
John, hey, there's super titties.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.